All right, I think it's time we've seen enough. We need to sit down and start playing this game. So you arrive at the table. It's a brand new game. I think we all know at this stage, if I were to say, who wants to deal? Everyone would say, me, I want to deal. So we have to determine who's going to get the chance to start the game and be the dealer. And the way we do that is, first of all, the dealer will spread the deck so that everyone can see that the deck has been inspected. And as you have seen earlier when we broke the seal, this club in particular holds the game's integrity in high regard. They seal and check and inspect every deck. And they are brought in impossible to be marked because they are stamped with the casino's logo on the back. You cannot buy these in the store or order them anywhere. That protects the integrity of the game. Now what the dealer will do, spread the deck out and go through, sort to make sure that all the cards are in fact there. Bring them in, and the casinos today have things called shuffling machines. The long forgotten skill of actually being able to shuffle and riffle is pretty much going by the wayside because there's a box here that has 2 slots in it, and one of the decks is being shuffled. The other deck is being played. At the end of the hand, that deck is corralled, placed into the shuffling machine. The freshly shuffled deck is brought out, and away we go. So what we would do if we were going to play this game, since we don't have a shuffling machine, we scramble them all up, and of course we all want to be the dealer. So since we all want to be the dealer, let's let the high card deal. That means everybody grab a card, turn it over. Let's see who's going to be the high card. Perfect, it worked out just the way I wanted it to. Now, we have 2 aces. That's the highest card. We already learned that. That's the 14. No one's obviously going to play that as a 1. So now, what do we do? Who gets to be the dealer between the 2 aces? Are we going to say high tie, all tie, let's go again? No, wasting time. We don't want to draw again. We don't want to waste any more time. And this is the one and only time that the level of suits actually has a ranking. The one and only time. People often wonder, does one suit beat another? The answer is, in a poker game, never, ever, ever will one suit beat another. If Mikey and I both have identical flushes, his is hearts, mine is clubs, we split the pot. It's not I have a higher suit. However, we don't want to waste any more time. We want to play. This is the only time we use the ranking of the suits. And what do we use? The bridge ranking, which is simple to remember, alphabetical order, from low to high, C, D, H, S, clubs, diamonds, hearts, spades. So you, sir, got the low ace. The H is higher than the C. The lovely lady is now the dealer. Now, what we're going to focus on right now is the game Texas Hold'em, which there are 3 ways to play it. You can either play Limit Texas Hold'em, you can play No Limit Texas Hold'em, and the third really doesn't get played much at all anymore. It's Pot Limit. So we're not even going to discuss that because it's becoming about as scarce as low ball and the rest of the games that used to be legal in this state. So let's focus on, first off, what we're going to begin with is Limit Texas Hold'em. Here's one of those nice setups where there's a rule that always applies everywhere you go. And that is, what's the least amount I can buy to get into this game? So with Limit, we have how many betting rounds? There's always a figure and then twice that figure, such as 2 and 4, 3 and 6, 5 and 10, 10 and 20, 15 and 30, 30, 60, 50 and 100. Any 2 numbers that you want to come up with, a small figure and then twice that figure. When you're playing Limit, the first 2 betting rounds are the smaller figure. Meaning, if we were playing 2 and 4 Texas Hold'em, it would look like this. Everyone would get their 2 cards. All the bets would be 2. And they're what we call straight bets. Once again, not a West Hollywood reference. That means that you are allowed only to bet what that number is. Meaning if it's 2 and 4, you can't say, well, I'll bet 1. You can't bet up to 2. They're all 2. So everything would be $2. $2. $4. $4. And when you're playing Limit, now this varies from casino to casino. There is a bet and a certain amount of raises that are tolerated or allowed on each level. Meaning, in this particular club, it's 1 bet and 3 raises, and that's all. That's what we call the cap, after the 3 raises have been exhausted. So, in other words, what it would look like if we were playing 2 and 4 on the first round, one player bets 2. This person calls the 2 and raises 2. This person calls and raises again. This person makes what we would call the last raise, and that is the cap. 1 bet and 1, 2, 3 raises. Thank you for watching. I'm Roger Rod, and I'm your poker expert for Professorit.com.